Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, I'm doing another vlog attempt, and yesterday I rented a car and drove to Calgary and back. It was a long day. Just kind of explored the Calgary area, downtown core specifically. We do this every time I'm in Calgary. Me and my good friend Cody and his fiance joined us for dinner, so let's check out the vlog. Hope everyone enjoys. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So, I'm going to Calgary, rented a Mercedes from the Turo app, which is like a Airbnb for cars, and you can rent all sorts of different cool cars depending on where you live and availability, of course. So heading up to Calgary, which is 3 hours from here, and should be a fun day. Just a little bit of a hiccup. Was supposed to get the car rental at 6 a.m. It's now 6:12. The guy just wasn't replying. I found a way to call him, and now he's on the way. So, trips ago at least, and yeah, just a little bit of an hour delay, not too bad. Alright guys, I'm in the car I rented. So, just a case of two Chris's renting the car within a week apart, and he got confused, so no more hiccups. Here's the dashboard. Let's do a bit of a tour now around the vehicle that I rented. So it's like a nice purple car. So on the road to Calgary now. Alright, so I've made it to Red Deer Gasoline Alley specifically, which is like halfway from Edmonton to Calgary. It's kind of stopping to get a coffee refill, resting my foot. Alright, I've made it to Calgary. I'm at my destination. So let the day of fun begin. Alright, starting our walk, and first stop is the train station.
To the train.
To the train. And the train arrived. It was $3.60 per train ticket. And we didn't have to wait too long at all. It was nice and lots of space for us to sit. And of course, we had to make our first stop to none other than the BMO Center, which is heavily under construction with an opening of 2023. So hopefully by the Calgary Expo. And yeah, we had to go check out the Big Four and take a selfie on the place we took our very first selfie all those years ago.
Drill. Not today. Not today.
BMO Center. Me and Cody decided to head up to get a cup of coffee. And while we were walking down the sidewalk, there was just us, and then we noticed a family, elderly, like maybe grandparent with their grandchildren. So we decided to walk around them. We didn't realize at the time, but it was a bike lane that we were walking in, and we already kind of started our walk, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it felt like that a bicyclist came up, started yelling, "Hey, this is a bike lane, what are you guys doing here?" And he had to slam on his brakes and jump off the bike and everything, but like, I don't know why he just didn't brake. He definitely could have. Our only other options was to slam into the elderly people and the children. So yeah, at very least, no one was hurt, and definitely a memorable story for sure. Special shout out and thank you to Rijitsu for animating that little clip there. You can find him on Rijitsu across all different platforms such as YouTube here, TikTok, Instagram, and yeah, everything will be listed below in the comments. A visit to a Canadian city without a cup of good old Tim Hortons. Eat fresh, even though that's
Check it. There you go. Hydrate.
That's two smoldering hot coffees in a row. For our coffee, we checked out the library, which has a beautiful grounds and front entrance. Maybe the best library I've ever seen, even. Of course, we had to go check out the little park area grounds here. Calgary Expo always concludes here. But there seems to have been a festival going on with a type of food vendors and all sorts of little things. It was very lively, actually. A lot of fun here. Didn't expect quite the turnout of people, given the fact that there was nothing going on in Calgary, or so we thought anyway, because there was quite a few people here, and actually as we kept walking we noticed something. There seemed to be a lot of people dressed like Mad Hatters and Alices, and at first we thought it was just a couple of people randomly cosplaying, but the more and more we walked, the more different Alice in Wonderland characters we saw people dressed up in. It turns out there was like a scavenger hunt going on. We don't really know much of the other details of that, but it was cool. But yeah, Stevens Ave, beautiful little core of Calgary with nice architect and everything. So after that we needed to get some lunch, and in the mall, same mall that has a fast food court, like on the other side there's a full-on like garden, like you're almost like you're in a forest. It's hard to believe, like within 2 steps you're in this majestic nice greenery, everything, and then on the other side is like good old greasy cheap fast food. And then over the years we've been to the Space Needle, but we've never been to the Calgary Tower, so we wanted to check it out. We didn't have any high expectations, and for what it's worth, it's better than we expected. Maybe both being born and raised in Alberta, we had a little bit of a cynical view, especially after seeing the Space Needle. But it was kind of funny. There was these glasses where they were transparent and you can see how high you were. And it turns out, good old Cody was nervous of the actual steps. On the glass, Cody. Come on, Cody. Do it. Do it. Round 2, Cody. Do it. Dun, 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 dun. Are you still nervous?
Yes.
Come on, go right out to the... Let's take a picture, selfie on this side. Let's do it. He conquered his tiny little fear, and he ended up getting a selfie on the steps. Then it was back on to Stevens, and after this overly hot weather, we needed a drink to cool down, but had to be careful, of course, only one drink. Nothing says you're an Albertan like a good old Justin Trudeau or anti-Justin Trudeau rally. It was kind of small. I don't know if anybody managed to be convinced by this rally, of course, but funny nonetheless that we witnessed it. You're in a bike lane, Cody. I only ever stayed in 2 hotels in Calgary before I knew Cody, and the Ramada and the Westin, so we had to check it out. Actually, in 2012, when I went to the Westin for the 2012 Calgary Expo, me and my friend went to the Keg, which was a part of it. And since then, I've never missed a Calgary trip without going to this Keg specifically. It brings back a lot of memories gone throughout the years, different people and everything. Of course, this is where M joined us for the dinner, and we had good old peppercorn steak. And of course, we had to have some dessert. I had the cheesecake. And then we had to get some selfies going on, and then it was basically time to leave. Well, that concludes the Calgary trip. Now all that's left is a 3-hour drive home to Edmonton. Been up for over like 15 hours now, so Pretty tired. Can't wait to get home. Overall, amazing, fun trip. Yeah, so next little vlog I'm going to do is probably the Edmonton Expo. Perfect day was the drive home. First hour and a half was perfectly fine, but then after I left Gasoline Alley again, kind of got sick and had to try to make it to Edmonton, of course. Just being sick. Not really a fan of driving in the dark and just relying on other vehicles' lights. And then the car started beeping at me, telling me to take a break, and I didn't know at the time. You just had to click OK and exit the menu, but every minute just beep, 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 take a break. Beep, 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 took a break. The windshield wiper blades needed to be replaced, so all the dirt from the highway driving that was on the windshield, tried to use the windshield washer to clean it, and it just made it like worse, in fact, using the windshield fluid. So I was like 40 kilometers from home, well, from Edmonton, and I could barely see due to the dirt that was all covered over the windshield. Wasn't feeling the best, and also the car was beeping at me, telling me to take a break. Took that for a sign to call my friend Mark and made a quick little pit stop to clean the vehicle and everything like that, and rest up. And then when I left his place, I had to enter the GPS to get home, and I got on the Henday, and then I exited on the Henday a little bit too early, and I ended up in Terwillegar, and of course my phone died, and I kind of struggled to figure out how to get back on the Henday. So I drove for like 10-20 minutes just trying to find out how to get back on the Henday. Finally I got back on the Henday, and then I needed to fill up the vehicle because the owner of the vehicle I rented was going to pick up the vehicle in the morning, and it needed to replace the gas, and just basically wanted a receipt, and was nothing but a fight. The employee just wouldn't give me a receipt for the gas I paid. So it was definitely a nightmare getting home, but I arrived home safe and sound, and boy was I happy to be home. Well, that was the vlog. What did you guys think? Yeah, it was a lot of fun, despite being up from 4:30 till midnight. The hiccups of getting the car, the miserable adventure home, getting lost and everything, but got home in one piece and I'm all safe and sound. So yeah, it was definitely worth the adventure, and it's always a good time hanging out with Cody. And yeah, I'll check you guys in the next vlog.